back out and coming in. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Now I see my face on both screens. And as soon as we get this going, then I will start Instagram. Oh, there I see myself. Cool. Alright, good evening Instagram. It looks like we've got everybody. Let me grab this link for the ladies on Facebook. And we will get started. We have just one new piece that we need to show. And then we will go to our one and dones for the night. So that's what we're doing. It's Sunday. Mostly have one and dones. So, but we have one set that I didn't get to show last week. I know I have sound. Isn't that great? It's this new thing they've invented, you know, where when I talk, it actually comes through the speakers. It's a weird thing. I know. Alright, so now, let me make sure those chats are hooked up, because you commented there and I don't see it on the other. So let's see, let's make sure you're in there. Let's see. Docs, chat. Let's see, why are you not in there? Let's see if I can see you now. Mom, say something else. So let me see if I can see you now. For some reason it wasn't showing you. And I could see your comment on the regular Facebook when I went to get the link, but I couldn't see it in the chat. This is crazy. Why does only some things always work? It drives me nuts. And I have refreshed like usual. Hi Becky, there we go. Now everybody's in. Okay, so it must have just taken a minute to connect. So, I didn't mean you by non-football fans, Becky. I just meant those that didn't want to watch the game tonight can come in here. And we'll look at some jewelry instead of watching the game, or while you're watching the game, depending on how you want to do it. I'm not a big fan. I used to be, but then Max kind of ruined it for me because he's a little bit too into it. And I enjoyed it until he started playing it like 24/7, and now I don't like it anymore. So, that's that. Let's see. We do have one new set, as I mentioned. I don't know if any of you caught that before. We have one new set that I did not get to show the other night. And I will show. You're doing both. That's fine. I will show that tonight so that everybody can see it. And then we'll have one and dones because it's Sunday. So we'll do some more one and dones. All right. I think I'll save this, the new piece, the new set, until a little bit later. Let's let everybody get in here, kind of give them some time, and we'll show a few other things first. Now, I do not think I have all my numbers, and I don't know why. You know, they get up and walk around without me, and I'm not quite sure what happens to them. Actually, I am kind of sure what happens to them. These are ones that somebody had claimed, and I took them down to put them in their pouch. And I have no idea what I did with the numbers. So there we go. Jalen Hurts. Okay. I haven't heard of him, but probably Max has. That's not one of the names that I recognize. I watched Stephon Anthony, who was on the New Orleans Saints. I watched him play since high school. He went to high school with my kids. And, hi Violet. And then he went to play for Clemson for his college career. And then he went to the Saints, and he did really well until he got to the pros, and then he did kind of okay his first season, and then we never heard of him again. I don't know what happened, or what didn't happen, you know, but for some reason they must have pulled him. So, who knows? Anyway, it's always nice to know somebody who's playing. You have a little bit more connection to it when you have somebody that you know. So that helps a lot. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Our first piece, this is not stretchy bracelets, it is the adjustable clasp. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna make sure I have 6 layers here. They have shells, little silver shells on them. So these have the little silver, what do you call those? Are those nautilus shells? Something like that. These are kind of an aqua blue. Again, this is not stretchy. This does have the adjustable clasp, but we have the extension to make it fit your wrist. We have some rows that are the smaller beads and some that are the larger beads. There are 3 of these shells around it. That's a nice blue. Nice aqua blue, kind of a light turquoise. You know how it is. Okay, so this is Swirling Shopaholic. I couldn't read my writing. In blue, and it's number 101 tonight. If we don't have the numbers, I'm just going to tell you what the number is, and we will go from there. I thought maybe they'd be here on my desk, but I don't see them, so it is what it is. Hey, Tracy, I got your gift. Thank you so much. My family rolled their eyes, but I was super happy, so... And it's because my family rolls their eyes that I need it, so. That's fair, right? All right, our next piece. This is called Livin' on a Prairie, and I really wish somebody would buy this, because every time I see this name, I think of the Bon Jovi song, Livin' on a Prayer. It came out when I was in 4th grade, maybe 5th grade, And we used to sing it on the playground all the time while we were swinging on the swing. So it plays on repeat in my head. This is, hi Marlo, this is a Crackle Teardrop. Thank you, Tracy, I appreciate it. Crackle Teardrop with the circles above it. It's hard when those, I guess they call them earworms, the songs that get in your head and they won't leave. This one is just below the collarbones. Of course, you have the extension that will bring that down to about here, the circle, and then your teardrop is going to go down to about here. Hi, Rosie and the girls. Hi, Jessica. Glad to see everybody again. I'm glad to be here. I am so glad to be home. This is Living on a Prairie in blue. Tracy has claimed it. It is number 102 for the night, so I'll put that down next to your name, Tracy. And Evan has your jewelry. Hi, Kim. Let's see, we've got Marlo, Jessica, Rosie, and Kim. There we go. Yeah. So, I'm thrilled to be home, but we are leaving again in the morning for Myrtle Beach. I'm going to try to get your invoices out tonight or very early in the morning because we're getting up to do a route so that everybody has a chance to do them and I have a chance to package them up before I leave. So Rosie, I've got jewelry for you and I will drop that by your house tomorrow before I leave because otherwise it's going to be Friday before I get back. So anybody's that I don't ship out tomorrow, it will be shipped on Friday. So just letting you know. It's kind of... I know it's kind of a long time, but we had vacation plans this week. So this is a trip we're actually supposed to take, not the other one. And you have tinnitus? Yeah, it does to me too. So this is what I want to know. I know you have tinnitus, Becky, but everybody else that doesn't have it, is it ever just silent? Like in your head and in your ears, or do you always hear some kind of low-level noise, like kind of like a static on the TV? It's not that same sound, but similar to that. Like there's always something there, because I hear always a low-level noise, and I never connected that before, and I don't know if it's part of the tinnitus or whether that's normal. I've never not had it, so. All right, our next one is my main man. My main, sorry. There's another E on that. My main. No, not always. Okay. Anybody else? Yours was bad yesterday? Yeah, I find mine is worse sometimes when I have the allergies and I get fluid in my ears. but I always have like a very quiet noise in my ears. I never don't have noise. So you can see the design in this. I don't know what to call this. These are kind of a marquee shape. This is a bar necklace, and we have the dot motif along the top curve. This is an antique copper, which is a great, great fall color. The earrings, if you choose to wear these, are the little shapes that are in that necklace, or you could upgrade this to a different type of earring if you wanted to. I tend to wear hoops just because they go with everything. So this one sits about 1/2 inch above that collar, and with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here, so most of it will be below the collar. No, well, it could be, but it's not always from surgery. You want this one, Jessica? Okay, this is going to be number 103. It is my main in copper, number 103. And Jessica and Rosie, if you buy anything tonight, I will try to get yours out tonight, your invoices, so that I can go ahead and drop it off tomorrow while I'm out. And that way you don't have to wait for me to get back. So anybody else, do you ever not have noise in your ears? Like when you're not actively listening to something, is it quiet in your ears? My ears, I compare it to the static on television, but it is not that same sound. It's just that it's always there. Or like the sound in the shells, you know it's actually not there, but every time you listen to it, it is. So I always have that noise. Just a little noise. Yes, Ruth, almost as if something's running. It's just a slight noise. This is Springtime Twinkle in blue. So this is more of a turquoise blue or a dark aqua in the center, and then we have the white rhinestones around the outside and also on this little clasp. Yeah, kind of like a low hum. Yep. This is the length. So I didn't know if that was normal or if it is part of that. So stress reaction on the nervous system. Well, no wonder I have it. All right. This one is below the collar. Even the clasp is below the collar. And with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here, which is just, the bottom of it will be just past mid-chest, which means most of this pendant is going to hang in that mid-chest area. So let me show you up close. I'm knocking things over. This is Springtime Twinkle in blue. And it is number 104 tonight. 104. Here we go. I'm just pretty shells but noisy. Yeah, well, I've been told worse. I've been called worse things. I just didn't know whether that was normal or not. I don't know what other people hear, so. All right, this is Color Boost in red. This is a longer necklace, so I'm going to hold it up like this, put my hand behind it so you can kind of see these beads. Each of these little clusters is a transparent bead and an opaque bead in red. And then we have these little discs with a punched out design. If you can see the punched out design. There we go. I'll try to show it to you. This is the length. So it is sitting right here pretty solidly in mid-abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to hang just a little bit below mid-abdomen, above the belly button still. So it's not a super low-hanging necklace. And you could shorten it just a tiny bit by fastening into these links up here. So this is Color Boost in red. So if you want a pop of color with your fall and winter colors, a red is always good. Number 105. Okay, I have that too, Violet. I don't ever remember a time when it was quiet. There's always some kind of low noise in my ears. I have no idea what it's from. I don't remember ever not having it. So I just thought it was normal. Who knows? Your left eardrum's been perforated twice and you have hearing loss in it. Ah. Ouch. That hurts. Alright, let's see. Let's find us a question because we are 5 pieces in. 5 answers for this one. All our questions are 5 answers tonight. So, 5 answers. Let's take number 3. And this is probably one of the first things I ask. Name something a house guest might need help finding. Hi, Aunt Dora. Yeah, I thought so too, but I wasn't sure if that was part of it or if it was, because I know I do have ringing. But this is not the ringing. It's just noise. Just low-level noise. Something a house guest might need help finding. And this is usually one of the first things that I ask where it is. Towels. Towels was number 4. Bathroom was number 1, but that's not the first thing I ask for. Toilet paper. Not the toilet paper. Hopefully they have enough. Because otherwise I've done my job wrong. The bathroom, the toilet paper. Definitely the bathroom. That's probably my second question. Coffee? No, but that's a great question. Where is the coffee, right? Gotta have the coffee. Wi-Fi password. No, actually not. Not the Wi-Fi password. That would be my kids' first question. They'd be like, do you have Wi-Fi? Blankets. It can be any noise? Okay. Because I have it, it's constant. Pillows. Okay, pillows could go with this. It's bedding was number 5. So we've got the bathroom, we've got the towels, we've got the bedding. Where's your room? Room was not on here. A fan? Oh, yes, I could use that too, actually. But it's not on the list. They weren't me. I questioned today why our Kingdom Hall does not have fans. We do not have ceiling fans in our hall. And we really could use them. Chocolate, washcloth. Because even when it's a good temperature in there, I just like to have some air moving. It helps. Towels, thermostat. We got towels already. The washer and dryer was not on there. Think about if you're over at somebody's house for dinner. If you're over at somebody's house for dinner, what is one of the first things you are going to need? Glasses and dishes, that's number 2. One more thing. The plates, not the plates. They took yours out, Becky. I wonder if they're not doing that anymore. Napkins. I think we need some, though. Paper towels, glass. Nope, not those things. Think about after dinner. You're at somebody's house. It's after dinner. What do you need besides the bathroom? Wine. Wine is always good, but it's not on the list. Bedroom, not the bedroom. A little sooner than that. Silverware, not the silverware. And some people hide these. And that's why it's so hard. And you have to ask where they are. Because you can't see them. They're not apparent. Not that they have no kids. They're just not where you can see them. I know, it's a bad dad joke. Dish soap, not dish soap. Not napkins. Not dessert. Oh, goodness. Am I going to have to give this one to you? That's terrible. The dishwasher, not the dishwasher, but that is a good thought. I do appreciate it when my guests put their dishes in the dishwasher. That helps me a lot. Before the dishwasher. Before the dishwasher, because otherwise we're going to have problems. Toothpicks, not the toothpicks. What would you do in between the meal and before the dishwasher? What do you need? That some people hide. Booze. That's before dinner too, you know. The trash can. Yeah, there you go. The garbage. So many people put it like in cabinets or in a closet nearby or something. They hide their trash can. And so you look around to put your stuff in the trash can and you can't find it anywhere. So you have to ask. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. But it took Marlo. I'm not holding anyone responsible for that because that is kind of a hard one. There's so many things that you have to ask about when you're at somebody else's house. You're just used to them being in certain places. But the trash can is one of the first things I have to ask about because I'm usually throwing something away. And it's not in the right place. Oh look, I found the rest of my numbers. That is so cool. Good things do happen. I think we're still missing number 20, but that's a whole different ball game. So I don't know if 120 is ever going to show up again. All right, let's do some earrings. Do some white ones first. These are called Take a Vow. These are in white. So white pearly beads, and they're surrounded by a halo of white rhinestones. They're on a fishhook back. These are a fairly small earring, so about like this. They are about the size of a penny. I wish I had the coins here and I would show you next to a penny, but I don't have the coins over here. So these are Take a Vow in white. We do have one pair. It is number 106. Most things are going to be one pair tonight. I think the only thing that is not one is the new set that I had available. And we haven't shown that yet, so don't worry, you haven't missed anything. But just because we didn't get to show it earlier in the week, because I was traveling and things were not working right. So there is that. All right, a second pair of earrings, since we're doing earrings. With all due respect, these are dewy white beads. So they're semi-transparent. So if you have a color on behind them, especially a darker color, you'll be able to see a little bit of that color through them. But they're going to be mostly white looking. A little bit of an opal look in them too. They are on a frame. It's like a net frame. So they're not going to move around. They're going to stay in this configuration. This is the length and size. Almost looks like a kite shape. So we have With All Due Respect. These are in white. They are going to be number 107. Number 108. And I'm just going to preface this one with, I know that not everybody is into the like moon jewelry. It is really popular right now, so I am going to show it. So don't be offended if you're one that feels like it's inappropriate, because some people do like it. So I am going to show it. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I had that layer turned around. This is called Lunar Lotus, and it's in blue. So we have the crescent moon at the bottom, which is more than just the half crescent that we usually have. It's like a 3/4 crescent. Then we have little blue beads. And then we have this little medallion. Let's see if I can put my hand behind it. There we go. So that you can see. It is a 3-layer necklace. This is the length. This one is hanging right up underneath the collarbones. Our second layer with the blue beads is at the collar, and then this one with the crescent moon is about an inch below the collar to start, and it hangs down to the mid-chest. Now with the 2-inch extension, that one is going to come down here, this one is going to be right here, and this one is going to be right here. So that kind of gives you an idea where those layers will end up. So this is Lunar Lotus. This is in blue. And so if you like the moon jewelry, this is for you. It is number 108. I do also have this in a couple other colors. I know I have a black. I have a few blacks. I'm not sure what the other colors are, but I know for sure I have black. And I know I have another color, I just don't know what it is. So, there's that. Let's see. This one is Prairie Promenade in purple. So we have a purple flower. It is pressed into acrylic with a silver frame. So you can see that up close. It has kind of a yellowy orange center. It looks kind of like a daisy. This is the length. So it is going to sit right below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down just above the bust. So it gives you a little bit of length range. This is Prairie Promenade, and it is in purple. Number 109. And Kim, your set came in too. The other set that you wanted, the orange and blue crackle stone. So I will be sending that out this week as well. I think I have your email address. If I don't, I'll get it from you. All right, let's try these. Another white set that I really like. I have a lot of white sets, so these are Radiant Retrospection. These are in white, so these are white rhinestones. You can see they're in marquee shapes. Kind of make a flower, and then a little piece hanging off the bottom, another stone. They're on a fishhook back. This is the length and size, and these pack a little punch. So we have Radiant Retrospection. These are in white. They are number 110. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. After this question, we'll go ahead and show that new set that we have, and I have 2 of those sets. So, all right, 5 answers. This one will be a little bit easier. 5 answers. I think I put all these things on there too. Let's go with number 4. Name something you might put on a baked potato. Something you might put on a baked potato. What might you put on a baked potato? What do you put on yours? Bacon, number 5. Gotta have the bacon. Sour cream, that was number 4. Very good. Chives, number 3. Sour cream, hi Sylvia. Good to see you. Sylvia. Sour cream, lots of sour cream and chives. We've got sour cream, chives, and bacon. Butter, number 1. Everybody kind of puts butter on them, right? You gotta have something. So normally if you're only gonna have one thing, it's butter. Cheese. Cheese was number 2. So we got them all. Although I do sometimes put chili on mine too, Becky. And did you know I figured out that taco, it does not sound good, but taco mix is really good on top of sweet potatoes. And I never would have thought so. I put salt on them too. I put salt and pepper. In fact, if anything, I usually skip the chives. I'll put butter and cheese and sour cream and bacon on them. Unless I'm putting chili on them, then it's butter, sour cream, and cheese, and then the chili. But taco mixture is really good on a baked potato, whether it's sweet or white. And that's something I learned in one of the eating plans I was following, and I had never tried it, and I thought, that sounds terrible. And I put it on there, and it is so good. So, if you've never tried it, there you go. It's my culinary tip for the day. I have a few, so, you know. Yeah, chili's good on everything. I'll put it on salad. Salsa, yeah, salsa is good. Salsa on my eggs in the morning. I like salsa on my eggs. Okay, this is Horseshoe Bend in red. So this is a longer necklace. We have like a half circle curve. We have silver discs and red dewy beads. They are semi-transparent, so they are not like completely opaque. They have a little bit of white marbling on them. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let me see if I can get closer. just a tiny bit of white marbling on those stones or the beads. This is the length. So it is hanging down almost to mid-abdomen. It's close to mid-abdomen because your waist would be right about here, so it's very, very close. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here, which is just above the belly button area. And if you wanted to shorten it a little bit, you could do that by fastening into these links. You could get it to about here, which is going to be about bust length. That's about as far as you can shorten it without it showing the lobster clasp around the side of your neck. This is Horseshoe Bend, and it is in red. It is going to be number, well, apparently I didn't find 111 either. 112. We're just going to go with it. We're just going to use whatever the next number is. 112. Okay. 113. Let's do a pair of earrings. I like earrings. These are also in red. Red beads. These are called Soul Searching. So kind of a sun type pattern. These definitely have that southwestern or tribal look to them. Everything's done in half circles and then teardrops hanging off the bottom. We have opaque red beads. Let's see, show you like this. We have them in several different shapes. This is the length and size. So we have Soul Searching, and it is in red. This is going to be number 113. Aren't they cute? 113 for those. And I do still have a necklace for you, Sylvia. A green one from a couple weeks ago. Just so you know, I still have it. I didn't get rid of it. I don't do that. I also have those in black and I think in olive green. This is Stony Someday in orange. So we have orange and yellow crackle. Let me see. I always pull this the wrong way. There we go. An orange flower down in the center. Yellow round crackle beads on the sides. How did I do that? There we go. And orange round crackle beads up at the end of each side. Aren't they cute? This is the length. So it is just below the collarbones. So right up about here. With the 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to get those down to the collar. This one is a cute one. And if you like crackle stone, this is a very cute configuration of the crackle stone. It does have the marbling in it. So this is Stony Someday. It is in orange. I'm also missing 114, so we're going to go with 115. 115 tonight. Don't ask any questions. We're just going to go with it. Whatever numbers are here, that is what we are using. It's been a long week. All right, Totem Temptress in red. So these are red beads. They're in the center of discs with little designs on them, like a tribal design. So I'll show you what those look like because it's easier than describing them. If you can just see them for yourself. This is the length and size. So we have Totem Temptress in red. 112 for you. Dora, let's see. What did I do with my pen? It's been such a long week. If you haven't seen what our week has been like, go check out my Facebook page. My regular one, my personal one. And you'll see the whole story there. So these are going to be number 116, Totem Temptress in red. Okay, I think one more will give us 5. The red necklace, yeah. Got it. Thank you. I'm glad you made sure I knew which one it was. Like I said, it's been a long week. Just crazy. All right. This one I just saw on somebody last night, and I'm like, I have that necklace at home. 104, the blue with the white rhinestones. It is indeed. Blue with the white rhinestones. All right, this one is a 3-layer necklace. We have, yeah, I was worried too. This one has a short layer and then 2 longer layers. So let me show you the short layer first. So this one's a little bar with little trinkets hanging off the bottom. And then the 2 lower layers, this one is just a chain. This one in the middle. And then this one is a chain with little bar sections in it. So it gives it a nice, kind of a different texture and design. This is the length. So our first layer is up here just barely above that collar. Our other 2 layers are laying down here. This is about mid-abdomen, just a little bit lower than that, and then down around natural waistline. So with the 2-inch extension, we're going to get closer to that dropped waist. Low-rise jeans, think low-rise jeans for that. This one's going to come down by the belly button. This one is going to come down over that collar. So you have 3 layers in here. This is antiqued copper. It is called Homestead Harvest in copper. And it is going to be number 117. 117. All right, now, that's 5. So let's ask another question. Let's see. All right, we did house guests earlier, so let's do this one. It's a little bit different, but still on the house guest category. 5 answers. Let's go with number 4. Name something a house guest might ask for before going to bed. Something a house guest might ask for before going to bed. What do you need to ask for? In somebody else's house, getting ready to go to bed, what do you need? Assuming you can't find it on your own. Water. Water was number 2. Towel was number 5. You're a good guesser, Jessica. Tylenol. Tylenol and a fan. I can see these ladies over on Facebook are my soulmates over here. Blanket was number 4. Toothpaste was number 3. One more answer. Not a toothbrush, not an alarm clock. We've got the water, we've got the toothpaste, we've got blankets. Pillows was number 1. Yes, Rosie said pillows, and she is absolutely right. That was number 1. Everybody wants another pillow. You know, our hotel rooms were really good for the most part. But I noticed that in hotel rooms, and not just this time, but other times that we have traveled, it always seems like the pillows are wrong. So if you use one, it's too flat. Okay? So your head's basically going to sink down to the bed. In the morning, I'm going to have a crick in my neck from doing like that. But if you use 2, it is 6 feet high. I don't know how that works, but I swear when you put the 2 together, they multiply. Has anybody else noticed that? One is too flat, and you can't use the other one, because it'll still be too flat too. But if you put 2 together, they're going to be 6 feet high. And then I'm going to have a crick in my neck from doing the other way. So, they never seem to be the right height. You would think you could put a couple together and they'd, you know, squish down, you'd be good. No. No, I tried that. I have yet to find a hotel room that has really, really good pillows. I need to send my son a message really quick. Oh, he's not here. You knock on the wall. Max is out there. You take your spinal neck pillow everywhere you go. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that because, and I hate taking pillows with me because I'm like, I know they're gonna have some, but it gets frustrating.
What?
Can you unlock the garage door so Brandon can come in and get his stuff?
What stuff in the bedroom?
Mm-hmm. All right, got that. So now we are on to the next pieces. Let's see. We did red, we did white. Let's find some yellow. I'm buffering. Am I buffering just for Becky or am I buffering period? Let's see. Max used to splurge on better hotels. You know, some of them are like $200 a night, and they're still the pillows are terrible. Is this still buffering for Becky? You're good there. Okay, so it's probably Becky's internet. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you, because I never know if it's mine or if it's somebody else's, so I have to ask. You never know. You'd think at $200 a night you could get a better pillow, right? Okay, you're better now? All right, we're gonna go on to the next pieces. This is Botanical Bash in yellow. So these are a filigree flower. Let me hold them up close because it's hard to see otherwise. This has a yellow rhinestone right in the center. This is the length and size. So they are number 118. Botanical Bash in yellow, 118. All right. We did earrings. Let's do another necklace. All you moms out there, here we go. This is your necklace. It says, Mom, a title just above Queen. I have one of these for myself. I also have a cup that says this. Mom, a title just above Queen. This is a little bit of a longer short necklace, so kind of in the medium range. This is the length. It does have little rhinestones right here on this the loop that the chain goes through. I don't know what you call that. So this one is sitting down to the middle of the bust with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit just below the bust, so you'll be able to get it down a little bit further. And you can add an extra extension to it if you want it to go further down, like into the upper abdomen. That would be fine. This is called Mother Dear. It is in white because of the little rhinestones. Where are all my numbers? You guys are going to start laughing at me because we're going to start skipping around a lot. This is 119. Don't ask. 119, and then I don't have a 120. We haven't had a 120 for a while. I don't have a 121, so we're going to go straight to 122. So, 122. 122 is Large as Life in gold. So this is a printed, like a chevron print, gold bar necklace. It is in kind of a crescent shape. And then these little earrings have that same, trying to get them to turn around, the little chevron pattern in them now. They remind me of leaves. This is the length. So it is hitting the collar right now. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right here, which is just above mid-chest. So just above mid-chest. This is going to be in that upper chest area. This is definitely a statement necklace. So this, you would wear something with a little bit more plain, or a really, really patterned thing that you're going to have a hard time seeing anything else against. So if you have one that's a real kind of a bold pattern, you might want something like this to show up against it. This is number 122, largest life in gold. So that's 1, 2, 3. I have to keep track now because the numbers don't tell me anything. It's been a rough week. I'm just happy to be here. So happy to be here. All right. Bohemian Ball in red. See, these are red beads along with white rhinestones. They're in a filigree and dot motif frame in kind of a teardrop pattern, teardrop shape. They're on a fishhook back. This is the length and size. Had to give it a second to focus. This is the length and size. So we have Bohemian Ball in red. Do you hear the girls giggling in the background? That's my daughter and her friend. They make so much noise. 123. You would think they were 13. I think they are when they get together, actually. I think they're 13 when they get together. I don't know. But they're very, very noisy. Alright, next piece, we have a pair of heart-shaped hoops. These have double rows of rhinestones on the outside. These are set in silver, so the inside of it would go against your face. This is just silver. And then the other side has the rhinestones. So you can see the difference. This is going to be backwards, but I'll just show you anyway. This is the length and the size. These are a post hoop. So you do have one pair of these. This is Amour to Love. It's not the granddaughters. Isn't that terrible? Number 124. It's not the granddaughters. That would be okay if they made that kind of noise, but no, it is the grown girls. Caitlin and one of her bridesmaids. They act like they're 13. Alright, it's time to ask another question. Let's see. Well, this one only has 4 answers, so we'll get one that only has 4 answers. Let's do number 2. And I did not mean to rhyme, I promise. It was such a bad rhyme anyway. 4 answers for this one. We're looking for answer number 2. Name something a family might gather around. Something a family might gather around. I would have picked number 3, but I wasn't sure that everybody'd get that, so. What does your family gather around? A fire. That was number 2. Yep. Table was number 1. So we got a table. We've got a fire. What else are we gathering around? Bonfire was not on there, I guess because it goes with fire. They probably put those together. So we've got a dinner table. We've got a fire. What else might a family gather around? TV. TV was number 4. So see, we're down to this number 3 that I was not sure everybody'd get. Not a patio. Not a patio. Something they would gather around. Everybody wants to see. What does everybody want to see? You're in a family. Does everybody gather around because they want to see it? Not the piano. Although in times past that may have been true. Not the piano. What else might a family gather around? A pool? Pool is good answer, but it's not on there. The yard, the fire pit, nope, those weren't it. A new baby, yeah. The new baby, number 3. Everybody wants to see the baby and breathe on it and hold it, and you know the drill. So, and we don't let them do all those things, but they want to. I wasn't sure that everybody would get that, because it's not like the first thing you think about, gathering around, but it is true that they do it. All right. Next up, let's see what else I got in copper. Got some coppers. I like copper. It's such a nice fall color. Copper and brass are great fall colors. And then we're going to do the new set, I promise. I realized that I forgot to do that, so we're going to do the new set right after this one. This is called Galapagos Gypsy. So these are little teardrops with a line of 3 dots down the center. So a little dot motif. 2 layers. And instead of chain in between each of these teardrops, we've got the little bars. So a bar chain. Not the kind where you drink. This is the length. So our top one is about 3/4 of an inch above the collar. Our second one comes down to the collar with the 2-inch extension. I'm just going to do like this. It's going to be like this. So one just above the collar. Hi, Brenda. And one just above mid-chest. So 2 layers on that one. We have Galapagos Gypsy in antique copper. And it is $125. I did find a second pair of those earrings too, Brenda. So both you and Kathy were able to get a set. Water Lily Love. Yes, I am glad too. Very glad to be home. Tomorrow we go on vacation. I told my husband on the way home, I was like, I don't want to go anywhere for a long time. And he says, we have vacation starting Monday. And I'm like, okay, fine. We're going to the beach, so that's not too bad. Not too far from home, and it should be, even though it's going to be cold, it's going to be decent weather. So, I guess. This is Water Lily Whimsy in white. So we have little water lilies made out of rhinestones, 3 of them stacked. We have the smallest one on top, and then a little bit larger on the bottom. And then we have our teardrop on the bottom, 1 larger rhinestone, and then surrounded by the smaller ones. So these are when you want a statement earring. This is the length and size. And if you need help matching this up to a necklace, I'm sure that I have one that is a white teardrop. That's what I would wear with it. This is Water Lily Whimsy in white, and they are number 126. How cold is it going to be? It is going to be, at nights it's going to be in the 20s, but during the day it's like 30s and 40s, so that's not too bad. But at the beach, you know, you tend to get that, the wind off the water, and so if you're actually out on the beach, it is kind of chilly. But we have a hotel that has an indoor pool, hot tub, and lazy river, plus there's an arcade for the kids with the video games, you know, the big stand video games. And a restaurant on the 2nd floor. So we pretty much got everything inside the building. We have a kitchen in our rooms, in the little units. So I don't anticipate needing to go outside for much of anything. And I probably won't, because it's going to be a little bit chilly. So let's see, where are we at? 2, 3, okay. 2, 2, 2, 2. I told you I was going to show that set, and I still didn't. No, not 50 or 60. Chilly. I'm telling you, chilly. All right, this is a very delicate set. I have 2 sets. So we have the necklace and the bracelet. They are 3 layers each. Let me show this up here. So 1 layer is the natural rock. Sign you up? Okay. 1 layer is the natural rock, and I'll check the colors on that in a minute. 1 layer is just chain. And then the last layer is a little butterfly. Our bracelet is the 3 layers, but without a butterfly. So just the 3 layers. And this is adjustable clasp, so you can fix it so that it will fit your wrist. Let's see, we have pink, white, orange, brown, and yellow from what I can see. Pink, white, orange, brown, and yellow. Again, very, very delicate looking. This is not something you're going to want to tug on. So this is the length. Our first 2 up here around the collarbones, just below the collarbones. See, this one's just a little bit longer than that one. Trying to get the layers to lay right. And then our butterfly is right there at the collar. You want to set, Brenda? That is going to be 127. Okay. And then with the 2-inch extension, this is going to sit down here. And your butterfly is going to come down to here. You'd go to the beach any day. Yeah, when you don't live next to it, it's different, right? If I lived next to it, I'd probably wait till it was warm. This one's 3 hours away. We're actually going to Myrtle Beach. So this is the bracelet. So we do have one more set. It is going to be 127. I like butterflies. Thought these were so cute. 127. All right. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Trying to make sure that I know what we're doing. I don't have a 128. What happened to 128? Well, 129. 129 it is. 127 to Angelica. Gotcha. All right, Angelica, don't pull on them, because they'll come apart really easy. This is Melrose Melody in blue. So we have the opaque blue chunky beads at the bottom. And this is a little bit of a teal blue. And then these are all semi-transparent up here. Both the round beads and the chunky beads. Again, it has just a tiny bit of like a teal color. Could definitely just wear that as blue, but it does have a tiny bit of green. This is the length. So we're about 1/2 inch below the collar. With a 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here to just above the bust. So we have Melrose Melody in blue. I guess it's going to be 129 because that's what I've got. 129. So that is 4. We need to do one more to get us to the question. Did I mention it's been a long week? We really need this vacation. We actually have not been on vacation for I don't even know how long. Every vacation that we've been on has been like a working vacation. And that's not as much of a vacation as you'd think. Or a convention vacation, or, you know, something like that. We have not gone on just a vacation for quite a while. Alright, these are Hypnotic Heart Attack in multi. And I'm going to hold these still so that you can just kind of see these colors. We start with a fuchsia purple on top, or fuchsia pink, go to a light pink, and then an iridescent, then a purple, and then a darker blue, like a darker turquoise blue, then the aqua blue, and then a green, like a lime green. And then it just has silver hearts the rest of the way around. So these are all hearts. This is the length and size. About the size of the glitzy earrings if you happen to have those. So this is what those look like. So pink, purple, blue, and a little bit of a green on the bottom, but mostly pink, purple, blue. These are going to be, I have no idea because where are the rest of my cards? Number 130. 130. My last pair of those. Alright, that's 5 of them. So let's ask another question. Alright, here's 5 answers. Let's see. We know there aren't, but, I mean, some things could be. Could be classified as this. We have 5 answers on this one. Let's go with, yeah, I have a pair of violet because they match so many of my other stuff. Let's go with number 5. Name something you would do if you saw a real monster. A real monster. Had to pop my ears. My ears are so stuffy. What would you do if you saw a real monster? Scream, number 1. Gonna scream. Run. Run away, number 4. Be its friend. Nobody said befriend it, Brenda. Punch it, yeah, or attack it, number 5. That was it. Run. Let's see. Pass out. Yep, number 2. Faint or pass out. One more thing. And no, it's not befriend it. Do not befriend the monsters, Brenda. That's not a good thing to do. What else would you do? We've got scream, faint, run away, attack it. What else would you do if you saw a monster? A real monster. And some people can be monsters. Scream and run, we've got those. Throw something. I think that's close enough to attack it, so that's not it. Hide, yes! Hide was number 3. Call 911. They're not going to want to deal with it either. You're going to take pictures, Brenda. You know, I'm not sure who taught you about monsters, but usually they're a bad thing. So befriending it and taking its picture is probably not going to be the best option. Just saying. But 3 of you did say take a picture, so hopefully you do that from a safe distance. We need to talk about monsters a little bit. Oh dear. You know, some days. I worry about you a little bit, Brenda. Just a little bit. Let me see what I've got here. Okay, I think all those are doubles. So let me move to the second hook of these. Sylvia, you're smart. I would run too. Okay. In shiny copper, we have to have and to sparkle. So we have a round solitaire at the top, a larger one. Then we have 3 round solitaires that are a little bit smaller on, well, in the middle. And then marquee shape rhinestones on that bottom. I'm waiting for this to catch up with me. There we go. So this is the length and size. Let's see. They are going to be, I know I just had this card. Up this high, I might actually have all the cards. Ken says if you don't have pictures, nobody's going to believe you. I'll believe you. I'll just go with that. 131 for to have and to sparkle in that shiny copper. You're going to mace it. I'm going to mace it too. Yep. Bear spray is great for, you know, bears, people, very large, angry dogs, whatever happens to be around. Next up, glamorously garnished. This is a cuff bracelet, hinged cuff. So we open on the side. The front is these hematite rhinestones. These are the mirrored type, so they're not the transparent type that you can kind of see through. These are like a medium to dark gray with a mirrored finish on them. Isn't that pretty? Kind of looks like a plant. I don't know if they're leaves or if they're flower petals, but they could be either. And they're on a polished silver cuff. Love these because they're so easy to put on by myself. This one I have to fasten and, you know, kind of slide down over my hand. I have to leave it loose enough that I can do that. This one I can put on by myself. So, glamorously garnished in silver. This is going to be number 132. Love the hinged cuff bracelets. Plus they tend to be a little bit smaller than like the bangles or the other cuffs. So there's that bonus too. Famously fashionable. These are in moonstone. So those are pretty dewy stone. Moonstone in red. So both ovals. And then we've got some white rhinestone accents. This is a hammered silver frame in a marquee shape. This is the length and size. Don't they match my shirt nice? Even though it's a dark red, and you can see these are not a dark red, by the time I put it up here, they look like they match. So this is Famously Fashionable in red. These are going to be number 133. Look at that, I'm rhyming again. I should get paid more. As a songwriter or something. I'm sure that comes in handy some kind of way. The rhyming thing. Alright, Decked Out Dazzle in red. Okay, there's the noise again. Decked Out Dazzle in red. This is red and kind of a silvery crystal. So these are red pearly beads. And then we have silvery crystal beads, crystal type beads. They're faceted. The larger ones are transparent. The other ones are a silver, tell me when they're gone, a silver mirrored type crystal bead. The moonstones are gone. This is the length. So sitting down below the collarbones, right up about here. My neckline's higher than hers, so with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit right above her neckline. Right about here. So we have Decked Out Dazzle in red. This is a pretty one. It is number 134. Let's see. 31, 32, 33, 34. One more thing. Let's see. What are we going to show for our one more thing? I'll tell you what, I'm going to show a pair of earrings that I have 2 of. But they are so pretty. So, I haven't gotten to show them very often. I think I've just shown them one time. But I have 2 pairs. So don't kill me because it's not a one and done. This is called Gallant Garden in multi. These are a marquee shape in the frame with white rhinestones all along that frame. Then we have a pink rhinestone flower in the center and green leaves above and below. This is the length and size. It's kind of a medium large. I do have 2 pairs. This is Gallant Garden in multi. It is going to be, why don't I have a 134? It's going to be 135. I don't know where 134 went. It's probably hiding on my desk. 135 for those. Oh, we did 134. That's why. Okay. I was not looking at the other row. Alright, that is all the pieces for tonight. We do have more than 10 people, so we are going to do a drawing. So if you give me just a second to get these in here. If you only have one piece for the week, I normally hold your invoice for another week until you have more than one thing. If you do not want me to do that and you want me to go ahead and send what you've got here, please let me know. I am going to be gone. I'm leaving at about 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, so I am going to send these invoices out early, either tonight or in the morning. Very early, because you know I get up super early to do Amazon routes, so I'm going to be up. So I will send those out. And whatever ones are paid before I leave, so by about noon if they're paid, I will go ahead and ship those out. Otherwise, it's going to be Friday before I can get to them. Because I am not going to be here. This is not going to be a traumatic trip like the other one, though. Just the beach. All right, let's spin it. And Rosie, you are the winner. So one of your pieces is going to be free on this invoice. So they will all still show up on your invoice. One of them will have a $0 amount next to it. So that is the one that I've discounted. And because you've got a set, it's going to be, I'll do it on the one single piece that you've got. So we can get that. Maybe you don't have a one single piece. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out, I promise. So let's see. Invoice is going out early. We do have another order coming in this week, but I think it is all pre-sold pieces. I'll have to look and verify it, but I think it's all pre-sold pieces. I may put another order in, kind of see how it's going this week. I'm not sure, so I won't promise you. If you do see anything on the regular paparazzi page that you do want me to order for you, I can do that. It's paparazziaccessories.com/ and then it has my number 390602, but you do not have to do it that way. You can go to the main page. You can search for me by name. I am in there, and it'll take you to my page. So if you see something you want, and you want me to order it for you, let me know, and I will add it to my next order. In 7 days, so next Sunday night, the Fashion Fix pieces are available to everyone. I will check and see which ones are available and let you all know. Is the link in my profile? I think so, but I'll check and make sure. If not, I can put it kind of in the bio part. So that's the way you get the newest things. Even the things that I don't order, you can go to the Paparazzi Accessories page. You can look at them. And, hi Terry, we're just finishing up. And you can let me know what to order for you. And I have no problem doing that. It's taking about a week to get them for right now. So, about a week. All right. You guys have a great week. I'm going to have probably a great week. I'm going to go sit in the hot tub for a while because I'm a little bit sore. And we're going to have some fun. And we'll see you back on Friday night because I'll be back at Friday probably around noon or early in the day. So, everybody, good night. Stay safe.